lot of different topics today. And over here, I have spoken to him on many terms. It seems like he is someone who has a lot of wisdom, a lot of insights. And because the industry is so tightly overlapping with culture, right, we're able to hear a lot of different changes and revolution in culture as well. So it'll be a very interesting topic today. Welcome, Guang Yao, to the show.
Welcome. Hi. Hello.
It's very interesting because I spoke about the oldest industry to exist, right? So could you tell me a little bit about in a very quick way, a summary of your many years of experience in the industry and what do you see change over the years?
So for the last 30 years, I've been given the opportunity to interact with all sorts of people, being young, being old, being able and disabled. And being in the position where I can help them to feel really good about themselves. And sometimes I do have times that I make them feel horrible, for sure. I'm not perfect, right? But I'm glad that over the 30 years, being able to be in the position again and again and still enjoying it, helping people to feel really good of themselves, give back the confidence to them through their hair. And for the 30 years I've looked at hairdressing, there is definitely some changes where it was more of a very traditional work, traditional craft, to a generation where now we have more hairdressers than artists or individuals that claim it as an artistic form, self-expression, being more edgy, being more traditional, both at the same time.
So I really want to go deep into it because we talk about major shifts in trends, major shift in consumer behavior, how technology, social media has caused or rather shaped this hair industry as a whole, and how has competition coming in changed the importance of craft. I remember we had many conversations, and one thing that really stood out to me was how you view this not as a job or a service, but as a way to connect with your clients.
A hairdresser, in my perspective, has always been in the position where we can be so much closer to someone in the much more intimate way. Not in a lewd way, but in a very intimate way. Because one thing about human to human is that has never changed, is the contact. How one person literally touch each other. Not just by words. It's that contact, that motion, that emotions that comes through the process of connecting with the person through touch.
One of the things that I realized is a salon is almost like if you are in a neighborhood, the salon is a place of intelligence because almost every
walks of life
that goes on in the neighborhood, right? Your hairdresser will know it.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Right?
Because like the whole neighborhood will go to the same salon.
Yes.
But of course, that was in the past. In current state, due to modernization, due to technology, for my case, myself, my businesses is the entire island. I don't just service clients around my area due to a couple of reasons. First off, is the price point, and then also the kind of services that we provide. The reason why we thrive is because we are wired and geared because of our function with emotions. Hairdressers are very emotional or very passionate people. They are not machines because it's difficult to be a hairdressing machine. Of course, they are. I'm quite sure, yes, they are. But many of us who I feel personally that thrived, that is quite successful, we are people who are very loud. We are very emotional. We are very good in expressive ourselves. And since we are like that, we are also easily or will be impacted by others on the emotional part. I would say the most genuine emotions you will have with another person in their last moments. Because there's nothing else. That's the last one. And some of them, they actually know. It has a very weird, yet very serene feeling to it. Like you finish the service, you step out, that moment when you go back home, that moment itself is very weird. I don't know how to describe it in terms of words.
Yeah.
It's a different state of mind. But you just know that, okay, that's the last time I see this person.
I want to double down on identity, right? Because I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about in today's context, especially in the new generation where they are trying to figure out their identity. Because a recent quote that we learned, do you remember the quote?
Which one?
So many.
Godlike technology.
Wow. You're testing
we have
me right now.
medieval institution. We have traditional values. but we have godlike technology.
Traditional rules, godlike technology.
Yes. So medieval institutions, outdated values, and godlike technology. So there is a lot of conflict,
Yes.
right, in how technology is advancing, how the human nature is adapting to the world, how institutions like governments, state boards, schools are trying to adapt to modern society. And because of that, a lot of people have some identity crisis or identity issues, and they try to find themselves again, right? But over here, we're talking about, of course, hair as a form of self-expression. And naturally, that ties in very closely with the idea of finding identity. I mean, in the Asian context, what do you notice about how Asians in general are using their hair as a form of self-expression and identity?
If we talk about Singapore as a context, Singaporeans are not as anal, for sure. This is for sure. Two reasons. First, our climate is really very hot and humid. So as long as it's so-called wearable, neat enough, most people are quite okay already. That's why in Singapore, for only a handful of people that looks beyond that is those people with, well, really better looking hair. So in Singapore's very interesting context, when you step out, you will take a second look, if not a third look with someone with nice hair.
Yes, that is true.
It's no longer the handbag. Last time it's like the handbag.
Yes, correct. So it's either you have very nice hair and you're very well dressed, or you're normal.
That is that.
So difference. Yeah.
For identity-wise, and like for current situation on hair itself, I feel that it can be in a position where I won't say show of social status, but of an individual's way to let people or what they want people to feel about them. Because now we are really definitely very exposed with all the social media, with all the media center, all the media platforms.
Especially very well-dressed cultures like Korean, or rather I would say more like K-pop. Not Korean as a whole, but K-pop. Right? And
very curated looks.
Correct. Very curated looks, very proper. Taiwanese as well. Japan, they are known for being very strict about their beauty regime and all these things, right?
However, Japan is a bit different from the rest of the world. Because in Japan, the context is looking good is a courtesy. So it's very different.
It's for other people in terms of like I must be nice looking for other people, not for yourself.
No. So like their mindset is, why should I make other people suffer? Just like why you go when you're sick, you wear a mask. It's because you don't want to spread a disease to other people. It's just like you know that you're gonna perspire a lot. Why do you want to walk into the aircon room where other people smell your pungentness?
I see.
You're just being very conscious about other people. But if it works, it's only when the whole entire society thinks this way.
I see.
You see, if we are in a way lucky enough to attain an era where traditional Chinese had, so 我为人人，人人为我. So when you are always concerned about others, you will always protect others and you will take care of another all the time. If the whole culture is the same, why would you have any fear of danger? So that was traditional. It's a very old mindset that the Chinese used to have. Things change. You just need someone to break the link. Why not I take more? It's just like that.
I mean, the Japanese are known to be very courteous. Everywhere they go, they will like
but that's a cultural. Right? But that's also a very cultural thing. They can bow to you, smile at you. It's because they are culturally trained. Not necessarily that they understand.
Or they truly respect.
I mean, this one we understand. Because this is what we call social norms, right? This is their social norms. We are not Japanese to actually understand that. It's just like I was mentioning about some of the things that we are Chinese. When I mentioned to a lot of Chinese, they just, understandable. But if you try to express the exact same mindset to an American, they couldn't understand it. Because it's cultural difference is so extremely different, like opposite. And it's not right or wrong. It's just that I don't take care of myself, who else will? So the best person to trust is myself.
I see.
But for the Chinese is that traditionally is I will trust someone else. But what if you believe that and everybody also believe that, and you will make yourself a trustable person? That's why to the Chinese, integrity is number one. It has always been integrity. So that was the culture.
So the Japan, they do their hair nicely, or they express, or they dress up nicely because it's a form of culture and a form of respect for others.
For others.